Hey everyone, and welcome back to my What If series, where today we will be drawing What If Sage was in Sonic Prime. Normally on this series, we focus on the three dimensions: New Yoke, Boss Cage Maze, and No Place. However, this is Sage we are talking about, which means there is no way for her to exist in those dimensions without an Eggman. So, like the Eggman family, we're having a Sage family, each one being artificially made to serve their doctor. And don't forget to subscribe and tell me who you would like for the next What If video, and stay until the end for each of the Sage's name reveals. Starting up, we have Secretary Sage, who belongs to the main man of the Chaos Council, Mr. Dr. Eggman. For him, I thought a secretary would be most fitting. AI is already programmed to manage workflows and keep you up to date, so who better than a secretary to keep you in line with all your evil schemes? When you really think about it, the doctors don't get along with each other, so it's shocking to see none of their plans have ever actually failed. However, with Sage on their team, it makes things more realistic for the Chaos Council to actually win. The hardest part of her design was making the cape in the back. I wanted something between a mix of a doctor's cloak and her original black dress design to show the glitch effect Sage has. Because of the dimensional shift, this world would suffer without a Sonic. However, I feel like Sega doesn't give enough credit to the rest of the cast. Rouge and Knuckles have been through some amazing adventures in the past, and have always been able to hold their own. However, the second Sonic enters New Yoke, the Chaos Council loses all composure and falls to their knees because of the blue hedgehog. With the Secretary Sage here, the chances of Sonic failing increased by 110%, making the battles ahead even harder for Sonic and the others, and therefore making it more realistic as to why the Chaos Council won in the first place. For those who've played Sonic Frontiers, spoiler by the way, Sage has two forms, the one we all know being her black and red design, symbolizing she is an enemy not to be trusted, and her white and blue version symbolizing her change of heart after meeting Sonic. I want to use this key detail in her design to correlate with their personalities, which is why I chose blue for this version of Sage. Blue represents trustworthy, responsible, calm, and cold. It's no wonder she's one of the most reliable members of the team. You may have also noticed that this version of Sage seems to be a bit older than the one we currently know. Like I said at the start, I wanted to have a Sage family, which means each version of her would also vary in age according to each doctor's standards. And speaking of, here is our next Sage design, which is the same age as the one we currently know, being the partner for Dr. Don't. For this version of Sage's personality, I was highly inspired by Wednesday Addams from the Addams Family, which is why I gave her braids. Plus, if you squint, Dr. Don't does kind of look a bit like Pugsley Addams. They have the same haircut and body build, so it's not too far of a stretch. The theme I wanted to go for was troublemaking twins, causing chaos and playing pranks that go a little too far on the citizens of New Yoke, and even on their own Chaos Council. For her outfit, I tried to match the theme of a scholar's school outfit, as Dr. Don't wouldn't respect anyone unless they matched his intelligence. Speaking of Dr. Don't, he never goes anywhere without his portable video games, so inside Sage's briefcase is everything a gamer would need to keep playing without interruption. Extra cables, batteries, chargers, you name it, she's got it. And while they do get along sometimes, they can also butt heads, especially when Dr. Don't is procrastinating by playing video games all night and oversleeping. For Sage's glitch color, I went with black. Black symbolizes sophistication, power, elegance, and mystery. With this version of Sage being closest to the original, I was tempted to make it her original glitch color red. However, I settled for making her outfit red instead, as I wanted each version of Sage to be different from the original. Next up is my favorite version of Sage, Nurse Sage, which is very obviously paired up with Dr. Dunnett. It doesn't take too long to figure out why they are a pair, but for those who don't know, nurses don't just take care of sick patients, they also take care of the elderly. With Dr. Dunnett clearly being the oldest member of the Chaos Council, Nurse Sage is the best fit for him, with her major task being to remind him to take his medication, checking his blood pressure, because being an evil genius is a stressful job, and assisting with any household chores. Nurse Sage is the only member that has enough kindness to tolerate this old grumpy man, when the others don't. While Dr. Dunnett has a dislike for the younger generation with his short temper even towards his own assistant, sometimes he does show a kinder side to Nurse Sage. Sage's glitch colors are pink because they represent compassion, sweetness, and playfulness, which is why she is hands down my favorite Sage. I've always been a sucker for the peppy sweet types, and with so many members of the Chaos Council being doom and gloom, we need a bit of that sweetness to really bring out the best of the team. And I hear what you're saying. While most people might think there is no place for kindness where there is evil, just having someone there to give you a few encouraging words or cheer you on can actually really motivate them to do their best, even if their best is taking over the world and making it a miserable place for everyone else. But at least her heart's in the right place. I use Clip.co Paint to adjust my sketches and create a neon effect with their brush tool. As much as I love Paint Tool SAI, they are lacking in a lot of features and digital effects. Plus, it's a way better program than Photoshop. If drawing is something that you want to try and are passionate about learning, you can check my affiliate link in the description to help support the channel. Now it's time for Dr. Babble's assistant. To be honest, this was one of the hardest versions to pick. Originally, I was thinking maybe I should make a mom-themed Sage, but since Secretary and Nurse are already close in age, we didn't really need another adult. So after thinking for some time, I realized, what's the next best thing besides a mom? An evil babysitter. Most of us know the trope of having an evil babysitter, as some of you might already be thinking of the Fairly Odd Parents the second you hear of an evil babysitter. Well, I could have paired Dr. Babble with a kind babysitter. I just can't see that fitting his personality. Like, this baby is probably one of the scariest characters for me personally, and no, I'm not lying. Every time this little guy is on screen, he is a menace, laughing when he gets a hit on Sonic and the others. And even the Chaos Council has been afraid of his evil plans going too far. So Babysitter Sage is just as evil and just as crazy as him, while still keeping up with the actual caretaker duties. The glitch color I chose for her is green. Green is usually seen as a positive representing growth, relaxation, and luck. However, there is also the known phrase as green with jealousy, which we will be tapping into. The negative parts about the color green, like acid, grossness, and evil, making it a great choice for her. While she is an evil babysitter, she's only evil to Dr. Babble's enemies and treats Dr. Babble quite well, since she admires his sadistic side. One of her favorite hobbies is causing more chaos to make the little guy laugh, and by reading him bedtime stories of world domination. Lastly, we have Dr. Deep's assistant, Priestess Sage, or as I like to call her, Gam Sage, since she is the oldest of the bunch. With Dr. Deep's design being highly inspired by Japanese culture, such as having a samurai mech suit and the style of a Japanese shogun, a Japanese priestess of Sage was most fitting, with her wearing the traditional priestess outfit as seen at many old Japanese shrines. As to why she's a grandma, it's pretty simple to explain. Dr. Deep is very philosophical, and to be that means to think deeply about life, existence, and why things happen. Who would be more wise than the elderly, who has been passing down their wisdom from generation to generation? Also, Dr. Deep has always struck me as a bit of a hipster in a way, so why go with the normal route of having a young assistant when you could be partnered with Granny? I would imagine Grandma Sage started off her morning routine by doing yoga with Dr. Deep so they can keep zen in the heat of battle, training his temper to not be used against him by the enemy. Because as you've seen, a similar trait that each one of the Eggman Council has is a short temper. Grandma Sage's glitch color is purple because it represents wisdom, spirituality, and uniqueness. All of these qualities that Dr. Deep is looking for in a teammate. The greatest challenge I faced when making this design was to figure out how to draw her. When it comes to the elderly, it's not just about adding a couple of wrinkles, but also changes to the face shape as well, which is why I used a lot of references from Pokemon to help with the designs. The second issue I faced when drawing was the pose. Originally, I wanted something more yoga-themed, as Dr. Deep seems to do many yoga poses. I settled for something a bit easier while still being stylish, and at this point, I was more comfy with different poses compared to the first two versions of Sage. Now that we have all 5 Sages together, I can give them their names. For those who don't know, Sage is actually a reference to Sega. However, it can also be the name of the plant. So with that in mind, I decided to make the name of each Sage a reference to an old console, instead of giving them all plant names. Meet Saturn, a reference to the Sega Saturn. Then we have Greta, a reference to the Game Gear. Then there's Dessa, or also known as Desicram, a reference to the Dreamcast. Here we have Mistar, which is a reference to the Master System, and Janice, which is a reference to the Genesis. In conclusion, I had a bunch of fun with these designs, and I really appreciate all of your suggestions. If you made it to the end of the video, give it a like, hit that bell, and subscribe for more. Please let me know which version of Sage you like the most, and who you'd like to see on the next video, or maybe even a different what if video. But before we end the video, let me give out a quick shout out to my Patreon members, Johnny Hedgewolf, Horseweave, Exorcist Lilithum, and Mr. A for making content like this possible. I would also like to thank everyone who made fan art of my husband and I while I was away on my 3-month YouTube hiatus. And yes, you heard me right, I'm officially married. Over the summer, my husband and I, which some of you might know as Voices of Nathan, aka Sonic from Sonic Songs 182, got married over the summer and we've never been happier. Coming back to all the love and support and congratulations has really warmed our hearts, so thank you to everyone. Additionally, with me being gone for so long, the channel has changed a bit, and I have so many updates to give, so please bear with me. I have updated my member tiers for YouTube, Patreon, Twitch, each one coming with their own rewards, such as being featured in the credits, having a drawing of yourself, special Discord role and chat, VR chat monthly meetups, game nights and movie nights, art workshops, discount on commissions, feedback on your artwork, votes on future projects like the What If series, and so many more. So until next time, see you guys.